enough of this noise.
What can I do?
Ursula? Fair warning to anyone that might have some blur issues. Let me see if there's a way you can fix that. There is in other games. Maybe not in this one. Nope, guess not. Oh well, we're just going to deal with the blurry screen as we move faster. I apologize in advance for the blurry screen, but there's nothing I can do about it because I'm not playing on PC, so force speed doesn't work quite the same. You can actually lower the motion blur. I'm surprised that my lightning reaches that far. Also, that was some insane damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. I need someone with a little more combat capability going into this, so... Zalbar.
What can I do?
You're on board.
What?
Or... You know what? Let's bring Canderous along.
What can I do?
Okay, since he mastered 2-weapon fighting, I can give him another sword if I had one! Sorry, lost the happy, but the happy's back. I had to.
Yeah, what do you want?
What if you had any more war stories?
I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We razed whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake.
I think we're going
But
to
the
just finish
cowardly tactics the
Dantooine, and then
Republic
we're going to
defenders
hop
used
off
left
for
us
the
little
evening.
choice.
What do you mean?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
You could have... Now that's my kind of
There was no
warfare.
honor in wiping them out like rats.
You get no
But some
dark
of
side
your
alignment.
forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later.
Later.
Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something...
How can I help? Then
That was a weird texture. What language is that? What are you trying to say? I believe the first one was Ancient Rakatan, and then this one was Tusken Raider. Basler, you have any idea what this droid is
I
saying?
think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. Hey, I understood
I
that.
recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. Why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species. Neither of you are of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malik likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you, and why are you here? I am the Overseer. The Builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Star Forge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a Builder return in search of the knowledge of the Star Forge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet around the sun since the Builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The Builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Star Forge itself. My calculations are infallible. The Builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conqueror of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Star
These builders
Forge.
must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
One sec. I gotta fix the controllers. My other controller decided to kick on. Something must have happened to wipe the Builders out. The empire of the Builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Star Forge. Have you seen a Builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument, and all this time no Builder has returned to seek information on the Star Forge. What is the Star Forge? The Star Forge is the glory of the Builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. But what is it? What does it do? The Star Forge is the glory of the Builders.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Star Forge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or weapons planet?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Star Forge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Tell me about Revan and Malik, the ones who came before us. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Star Forge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Star Forge locked beyond the sealed door behind me. But there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Star Forge. Now Malik is using the Star Forge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Star Forge. The Republic is depending on us.
There's Nemo. A good lightsaber crystal that adds a D6 to your attack to your attack rolls, and I'm going to take his robes, even though it's not the robes I'm wearing. But I digress. I guess I can only support. Since they're in my way. Press a button. As many buttons at random. Kick the computer. You kick the computer, your foot hurts. Talk to the computer. Insert your datapad into the receptacle. Identified 3 primary life-giving seed world types. This is also a hint as to the planets that we will be visiting. So, oceanic, grasslands, and arboreal. I did not know what arboreal meant when I first played this game years ago. It just means trees are everywhere. Fortunately, this droid is not as obscured as the other one Ah, don't you just love game bugs? Mine's more potent. Not bad. So you do the same thing. Just talk to the computer, put your datapad in, talk to it again. So, primary death giving, so the opposite. The desert, a volcanic planet, and a barren planet. You are neither builder nor slave. If you seek the secrets of the Star Forge, you must... You have proven yourself worthy. The sealed door is open. If you wish to learn the secrets of the Star Forge, you must pass through the door to the room beyond. So we are worthy. Time to go find me owner.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So So what is this Star Forge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Star Forge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And
So
if that's
volcanic.
Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk,
Arboreal,
Tatooine,
the
and
desert,
His-Manan.
and
There are
oceanic.
pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Star Forge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds can have more
I was
have
thinking
more
that
clues.
too. This map can't take us to the Star Forge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Star Forge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Yep. There you have it. Okay, so because I feel like being lazy, we're just going to do this.
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I think you're more interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a real bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come-on?
I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Oh, guess I touched a nerve there then?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me?
The second one. No, okay,
Don't
I'll
worry,
answer them.
these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a Hutt in human form plotting to overthrow the Republic. I love that line so much. I was a scout. The fleet recruited me for my skills.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Kashyyyk. I'm a Wookiee, can't you tell? Duralia. It's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
3012. Healthy living, you know. Wasn't all this in my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find
You
out?
were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Yeah, what do you...
Tell me more about the Mandalorian
We
Wars.
fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
If Revan had not stopped you, someone else would have.
There was no one else. The entire Republic had committed its forces behind Revan. The Sith had retreated back to their empire, and there were none else strong enough to challenge us. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
But eventually you lost.
Yeah, we lost. But there is no shame in it. We lost to the greatest single warrior the Republic has ever known. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something...
I think Karth will talk to you now.
Yes, what's in your...
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop, I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Karth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
Why should anything the Jedi do seem strange to you?
I may not know much about the Jedi, but I do know they aren't famous for taking on old Padawans and sending them on dangerous assignments.
They said there's a bond between Bastila and
Bond?
myself.
What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying I'm not needed?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am not going to betray you. I am not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing. Yes, what's in... You...
I'm going to upgrade my main saber with the sigil cliff. Sigil. My goodness. The sigil crystal. There. I'll give Bastila the Bondar crystal. Alright.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map and mention of something called a Star Forge.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Dantooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I'm ready to do the Council's
The
will.
Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Great, Bastila and the Catwoman. Anyone else you want to stick me with? There are others that I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And also with you. Alright, so we need to head back to the ship. Is Juhani still around, or did she... Nah, she's waiting for us at the ship, more than likely.
Enjoy the time you have here on Dantooine. I think the Council might decide.
Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. How do you know the Council gave me a mission? I saw you going into the Council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed the Council had given you a task to perform. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Tarentatech, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? The Tarentatech is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe the Tarentatech is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the galaxy. Fortunately, the Tarentatech is quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. This is not the first time the Tarentatech have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malik's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. The Great Hunt, what's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, hoping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered their Tarentatech were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So the Jedi just kill these creatures? The Tarentatech are an abomination. They are ruthless engines of death and destruction. The Council had no choice but to destroy them for the greater good of the galaxy. Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Tarentatech. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain. Or almost all. There were still rumors of a Tarentatech on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban, the Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side. Declared the Great Hunt was officially over. The 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. The work of killing the Tarentatech, you mean? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Keldrum, Gunhan Suresh, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them was devoted to the light. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Tarentatech they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. The Master felt to become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known. But let their death serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Tarentatech. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Greetings, Sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundil O'Saloon. His ranch has considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might have have news of her? Her name is Sasha. Sorry, I have no idea who you're talking about. Oh, that is too bad. I shall have to continue my search. Okay. So before we take off, let's see if we can talk to everyone else.
What do you...
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Terrace.
Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
I am honored.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something... You're...
T3 can get you computer spikes. Not a ton, but he can give you some. Zalbar can make you grenades.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
You thought the dark side had consumed you. It is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Do not worry, Juhani. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed. How may I...
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years.
Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed. How may I...
Are you doing all right?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why, what is wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about KOTOR, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
I cannot afford to look after you all the time, Giovanni.
I do not come here begging for scraps from you. I will earn my way with you. You will see just how valuable I am. How may I be... What? Of course.
And now the world's finally open to us.
Yes, what's on your...
How can I help?
Is there something you want to ask me?
I do. How did...
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
A Kinrath pup? It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you.
You're so cute when you're embarrassed.
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, does it? You can help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission. How can I help? Then I suggest we...
Hey there. Don't worry. I won't... Okay.
And you can play Pazak with her. So, I think I might be able to trigger this. There is something that happens if you take mission with you out here. Yep, there it is.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace. Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff? I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news. Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat! Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off! Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
You took her brother away and left her all alone on Terrace.
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind. You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind. Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Dantooine. Just another one of his lies. No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
So where's Griff now?
Still on Dantooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist. But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him. Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Dantooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever. Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker. I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then. Huh?
Sure.
Yeah? Hey there. Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might... At least Griff's free of her clutches. I just hope he's not...
And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.